going to talk about customer service today. Very important for any business, no matter how small or large it is. Matter of fact, the larger businesses seem to have a bigger problem in um, providing that service. Some parts of it might be very easy, but yet a lot of times the left hand and the right hand don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to share a little bit of experience we had this last week with a big box store, and I'm going to list out 3 things that you should not do as far as your customer service goes. I don't know if that's exactly the best grammar. I was trying to think how I wanted to word that, but we'll go for number 1. Okay, I know it's almost impossible. Quit having AI answer the phone for your customers. I know occasionally it could be maybe convenient in certain situations, but I'm sort of guessing that the vast majority of situations will not be easier because of that. How often do you get teed off when you call a company and you get transferred from one line to the other, and each time it seems like you have to repeat the information from the first about who you are, your email, whatever it is. AI could make that easier, but it still doesn't seem to transfer information from one side to the other. So you got to repeat things again. If you're going to have any kind of automated answering instead of live people, make sure there's an easy way to get to a live person. Simply, for example, what's our favorite word? Representative, right? Representative. How many times have you yelled that into the phone? Secondly, long hold times just as bad. You know what's really annoying with long hold times? Yeah, you got it. You keep getting a recording comes in and says, your call is very important to us, but please stay on hold. We'll be right with you. Doesn't that just drive you crazy? I was on hold last night for a popular resort, trying to reserve some hotel rooms, wanted to make sure I get what I wanted and get it scheduled right. And I was on hold for about 30 minutes. And it kept telling us, one of your PAC members will be right with you because your call's important. Yeah. If my call's so important, why don't you just have somebody answer the phone? Hire more people. There's plenty of people out there that need a job that want to work. I hope they want to work. I know that's been a little challenge the last few years. Okay, I had 3 things. I only got 2 here, but I know the third one. Third was quit passing the buck. That is the worst thing you can do in customer service. Here's a story we had. A week ago Sunday, our refrigerator conked out. Started making a buzzing noise. And, of course, it was 10 minutes after our daughter and her family had left. We could have given them some of the food. But, yeah, the freezer and the fridge all of a sudden weren't cold anymore. So Monday morning, my wife's on the phone with the big box store, and we had a 5-year warranty. We had bought the refrigerator 4 years ago. And guess what? It didn't do too well. My wife asked the lady on the other end that if we could get emergency service, get somebody out there the same day so we don't lose a bunch of food. Well, she'd try, but it'd probably be Tuesday. So, okay, we figure that's the best they can do. Not real happy about it. Tuesday, my wife calls up because she had not received an email confirming an appointment like they told her she would. And guess what? Well, that one didn't go through, the guy says. Yeah, there's nothing scheduled. It's going to be Thursday, 2 days in the future. So that's getting worse. Not only that, why would you start from today on Tuesday when the first call was on Monday? If you realize somebody made a mistake there, get your butt back to Monday on the timeline and get something done. Nonetheless, my wife and I packed up the car, got in the car, went to Lowe's. Not only saw the assistant manager there, we also saw the guy that originally sold us Thank you, still there. Pretty cool guy, military guy. Thank you for your service. And the system manager, they go on their computer, which is why I told my wife to go down there, because they've got a computer. They should be able to look stuff up, right? The one thing they did, he said, oh, yeah, it's going to be Thursday. But they said, well, it's a third party. It's Assurant or Allstate. I saw, but I think it's Assurant, whatever it is. It's still got Lowe's name on it. Don't pass the buck. Oh, and he sort of came back from that. But that was, I hate when you do that. Somebody, any business, they go, oh, well, yeah, this is on our warranty department, or it's on a different department, or it's somebody else or somewhere else. No. The customer is standing in front of you right now with a problem. Help solve the problem. Plain and simple. Refrigerator going out is a pretty significant event for a lot of families. Now, I know since we're in North Carolina, a lot of people have freezers, an extra, lay down freezer or whatever with a bunch of meat in it. We haven't got to that point yet because there's only 3 of us in the house. But nonetheless, now they were going to tell us it might be Friday till they get it done. I mean, this is getting worse and worse. So my wife threatened to close her account and all this stuff. And she meant it. That was hard for her because she loves the place. But finally, she gets a call back. And they said, we're just going to give you a new fridge. They gave us gave her a credit to get a new refrigerator. Going to give credit for the food we lost. They got to the right result in the end, but it shouldn't have been that hard. I got an email from a guy that's a customer service expert. I love to get his stuff. And he said the same thing. Customer service shouldn't be that hard. The customer should not have to jump through hoops because you created a problem. Even if you didn't create, okay, an appliance goes out, it wears out. That's what they do sooner or later. But the problem is still the problem they created because they bought it from you. So do more to get the problem fixed. Because again, it all goes back, just like we say in public speaking, it all goes back to that radio station. The only thing the customer cares about is WIIFM. What's in it for me? In this case, it's how are you going to solve my problem? I need to get this done. I've got children in the house or a handicapped person in the house or whatever. Don't pass the buck. Take ownership of it. Get on the call. In this case, a day or two later, somebody's messing up. There should be a phone number you can call if you're a big box store like that. Call corporate up and say, hey, I posted on Facebook. I went through the whole thing. I was mad. And I did finally DM their Facebook page. Somebody said, hit that. I don't know if that had anything to do with getting that phone call back or not. But yeah, we shouldn't have had to go through those hoops to get that done. In my opinion, and I'm an old guy. I've been around. I've been through this for a long time. I take care of my customers, right? I'm not a big box, but nonetheless, there should be a place. If you're a big company with multiple departments, there should be a number you could call somewhere up the line to solve the problem. You should be able to say, hey, the problem started Sunday. They talked to somebody about it on Monday. That person didn't do their job correctly. So don't start over again on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Say, go back to when it done, get the problem solved. Now, some of you might be sitting here saying, Mike, this is common sense stuff. That's what we do. I hope you do. But unfortunately, there are too many people in our workforce today, for whatever reason, that don't. They don't get it done. Sometimes they don't care. Sometimes they figure I'm just getting a paycheck for standing here looking pretty and talking to people, and other people you get to actually want to help and really get on the ball and get things done. Which one are you? Coach Mike's always improving. I hope you are too. Today is open for everybody, of course. I hope you become a subscriber. Paid subscriber would be even better. Tuesday through Friday. And yes, I'm going to be getting on Tuesday through Friday. I know last week I disappeared. You saw sort of part of what happened was the whole deal with the refrigerator. Spent way too much time solving that problem. But we're going to get the rest of it going too. Tomorrow, I will be here tomorrow for paid subscribers. I will have something for you only. Are you a paid subscriber? Have a great day. God bless you. And we'll see you later.